Well, that's Pete.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's Pete.
That's Pete. You ready for some Pete? We're gonna have some Pete.
Yeah, let's have some Pete.
How's it going? Welcome to Multicasking.
Pete.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Pete.
She's not Pete, she's Jean.
I'm Jean.
Well, how about some Pete, Jean?
I'm gonna have some Pete.
Today we're gonna do some Ardbeg.
Ooh, look at the color of that.
That's right. We're gonna do the Uig-a-dal. It's in their core range of whiskeys. Been out for a long time, but we're gonna review it for you today. Kind of go back to the core line. This is not really a blend, but 90% of this whiskey is done in ex-bourbon cask, and 10%, Jean, is done in what?
Ex-sherry cask.
Ex-sherry cask, that's right, 10%. So I'm not really expecting to get a lot of sherry notes on here. Non-age stated. What's the ABV?
I know. I don't even know.
ABV is luckily, it's dark gray written on a black label.
I think it starts with a 5.
It starts with a 5. I'm gonna say 54.2. So we're gonna say 108.4 ABV.
I got my contacts in.
Look at you being all fancy. She a fancy. Stay back, boys.
I think it is 54.2.
Yeah, I'm always right sometimes. So yeah, this is their core line. Uig-a-dal, named after a nearby lock, as it turns out. What you getting on the nose there, Jean?
Well, Pete, obviously. Smokes, seawater, salt. It's like a smoldering type of smoke.
I mean, like a brine. So salt.
I do get some of that sherry, a little bit of sherry. Just a
yeah, everything here.
Cherries.
Everything here is smoky. You got the peat there, the noticeable peatness. Little bacon, raw bacon.
Barbecue pork rind.
Barbecue pork rind, so like a flavored pork rind?
Yeah, like a barbecue flavored pork rind.
Yeah, I've never had a pork rind.
Well.
I'm uneducated.
Huh.
There is what is that? It's like, for whatever reason, I'm picturing because I coached soccer for many a year. But you're at the sporting goods store, and you're in the new soccer ball aisles and the new basketball aisles. I'm getting that new sport ball, rubbery, plastic, brand new item.
Okay.
I'll give
you that.
I see you. Okay. But yeah, I'm getting on a little bit of a plastic note, rubber note.
That red cherry. That red dark cherry is in here too. Underneath the smoke, it's like a smoked cherry.
So what's that? What's it called? The dark cherry that goes in an old fashioned. It's not a maraschino, because maraschino is bright red, but it's the dark cherry from an old fashioned note.
The one that has the nut in it, the seed.
The pit? No.
No, I'm going in.
Have a go in, Jean.
Have a go in.
Have a go in. If you like well, that's Pete. Go to multicasking.com. and get yourself a shirt. Support the show. Oh, and subscribe. You're here. Oh, what you getting on the palate?
Pete.
Topical, and then.
So this is gonna sound horrible. Back in college, we were all smokers in college. We had 5 of us girls shared a house. And we would all smoke, and we would have one beer can that we would sometimes use as an ashtray. And we would flick our cigarettes into this beer can. And sometimes on an occasion, when you get drunk enough, you're like, is that my beer? And you take a drink out of the cigarette beer. And that is, this is an ashtray in my mouth.
This review is brought to you by NBC, because the more you know. Thank you for that story down memory lane.
You're welcome.
I'm kind of curious about this one ashtray now. Did you ever clean it out, or is it just one ashtray that? So I'm guessing, because you thought it was a beer, that when you picked it up, that had to have been like a light, nothing in it. Like, not my beer, because this one's empty.
Oh no, because you always would leave a little bit of the beer in there to put the cigarettes out, so that it still had liquid in it.
Okay, so you didn't have one can of beer that you used all the time. You changed it out from time to time.
Right.
Okay, well, you said you had one can. I thought the entirety
I
of
would
the time.
have my own can, one of my empty beer cans,
Okay.
as my own ashtray.
Okay.
Sometimes somebody else would put their cigarette in there too, but yeah, I know. Like I said, it's going to sound like a disgusting story, but you know, I lived through it.
So what I'm getting, Birkenstock leather. I'm getting a dark chocolate. The peat's there, obviously. A little bit of smoke, but a campfire smoke more than a tobacco smoke. Kind of like we had a fire here last night, out there till X o'clock in the morning.
Like our house wasn't on fire or anything.
No, we have a huge fire
pit.
pit, and patio and all that good stuff. But yeah, wake up this morning, smells like smoke in the room. Obviously, these clothes need to instantly go into the washer because I like to stand by the fire and listen to soothing sounds of Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
We have front row tickets coming up.
Front row,
Boys to Men.
front row. Yeah.
This guy's.
Yeah, you gotta love some Boys to Men. Front row. Last time we were second row. This time front row. Kind of like a rut row. I wonder if he's gonna look at me and say, "Oh no, Charlie's back. I need to stop dancing with people." No, that's very pleasing on the palate. I'm getting more sweetness than what I remember.
Yeah,
I'm digging it.
I know I told a horrible, not sounding great story, but
I think it was a great descriptor story.
But it's not ashtray like you don't want to take another sip. It has that smoke.
Yeah.
It has the dark cherries and the chocolate on the finish. But I do feel like I can breathe some fire.
Now, I'm a huge fan of barbecue and smoking competitions, smoking channels. When Pit Boss was on the air, I watched every freaking episode. Loved that show. One thing that I hated about that show, every single barbecue competition, I don't care if you're Ross, I don't care if you're Bobby, I don't care. I forget all the names of all the cool Big Mo. I don't care who you are. They all said the same thing. We're going to give this barbecue a little bit of heat and a little bit of sweet. I'm like, everybody says that. Come up with something different. But this literally has a little bit of barbecue smoke and a little barbecue sweetness.
That's true. Yeah.
This is a great, and we have used Ardbeg 10. I've infused that into pork butts before as a brine. I'm digging this. Water do anything for you?
It didn't really do too much for me on the nose. It still has the same. I mean it's really heavy peat, and it just I don't know, brought out the more peat.
It accentuates the leather notes that I was getting, like that brand new Birkenstock leather, never been worn before.
It's like a brand new plastic folder, cardboard type folder.
Oh, blew my mind. Trapper Keeper plastic,
Yep.
right there. Remember Trapper Keepers?
Brand new Trapper Keeper up in my nose.
If you're under 40, you have no idea what Trapper Keepers are. If you're above 40, Trapper Keepers are awesome.
Ooh, so a little drop of water. I like it with water. It just made it really creamy, like a thick milkshake type of feel is what I just
Good
got.
call. Added a celery salt note for me. I love celery salt. Love cooking with celery salt. Added celery for me.
Yeah, I get that celery.
Maybe a sunflower seed or raw sunflower seed. I like it. I'm digging it. Good for Ardbeg, for Avon, and this has been their core line for 10 years. 10 years, yeah. I dig it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm doing 91, Gene. What'd you do?
I did 89.
Okay. To me, this cross is well over, and since it's fit across that 90 boundary to become, you gotta buy it. Not for you though. Okay. Different palates.
Well, I gave it an 89.
You did. Which is an admirable score.
Yeah.
What'd you pay for it?
$71.
Oh, I love that price.
Yeah, it's worth it.
I would not go, if you told me 110, I would get that, but I love the $70 mark on this.
Yeah, $70.
That's a cool mark.
Yep.
Anything to add, Gene?
Subscribe.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Oh, shout out. since we're doing an Ardbeg, which is Scottish, not Irish. Probably should have done that last time. Anyway, shout out to Matt, the whiskey nerd. Whiskey nerd on his show, he does a lot of cocktail recipes, does one a week. And we've been making those recipes here at home. And I'm finding myself more and more a fan of the art, the craft that is the old fashioned.
Yep.
So check out Whiskey Nerd. Shout out to Matt. Oh. We'll say that. I was going to shout out somebody else. We'll do that next episode.
All right.
Yeah. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Jean, and I hope you are just as thirsty as we are.